Hey y'all, today we're going to be reviewing a new product we just got in. The folks over at VIOFO were kind enough to send us one of their 4K dash cams to evaluate, so that's what we're going to do today. We just got the package in, so we're going to open it up and check it out. All right, so we've got the dash cam, which is the A119M Pro. Got a 64 gigabyte SD card. Wireless Bluetooth remote control. And the hardwire kit. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the dash cam. All right. We've got a user manual. Also comes with a USB power cable with a cigarette lighter adapter. All right, here it is right here. All right, some of the cool features of the A119 is that it supports 4K at 30 frames per second. The camera has the Sony STARVIS 2 image sensor. It supports Wi-Fi 6 for fast data transfer. It has voice control, and it also has voice notifications. And the SD card slot supports up to 512 gigabytes. The wireless Bluetooth remote control is a pretty cool feature. It has 3 separate buttons on it that can be programmed with different features. So the 3 different buttons, you have a video lock button on the front. That's what you can use to lock video in to prevent it from being overwritten. And it's got 2 other buttons on the side that can be custom programmed. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing installed. All right, so we're about to do the installation of the A19M Pro. Basically, what we're going to do is find a good spot on the windshield first. You want to, if you're going to mount it to either side, you want to mount it on the right side of the rear view mirror because your USB-C connections and your SD card slots are on this side, and if you have it on this side, it's going to be hard to get to those connections. Also, the camera detaches from the GPS module to the right. So if you have it on this side, you're going to be hitting stuff trying to get it off. So it's best to go on this side, and then that way you can just pop it on and slide it right into place. So I'm thinking for here, for our vehicle, we're going to want to mount it. Let's look at, so I'm thinking about mounting it right about here. That way it's not being blocked by the sun visor and I can see it from the driver's seat. So I think that's going to be the best spot right there. So we're going to go ahead and peel. Actually, let's take this off here. Now we're going to go ahead and peel we are going to mount it. All right, now that we have the dash cam installed, we're going to go ahead and wire up the cigarette lighter adapter and cable. All right, that's going to be there. This I want to tuck up underneath. All right, installing the wiring, and they include this handy little tool for pushing the wiring up under the headliner, which is pretty nice. All right, so it's installed now. I think that height's pretty good. You can see the whole hood. and you can see in front of you pretty high up and pretty far to each side. All right, so we have the dash cam installed and we're getting ready to test it out. Okay, so one of the first things we've done is we went on the App Store and downloaded the VIOFO app, and we're going to get it connected to this now. We need to turn Wi-Fi on the dash cam so that we can connect to it. You can do that by either pressing and holding the Wi-Fi button up here, or by pressing the Wi-Fi button on the Bluetooth remote, which is the bottom button on the right-hand side. So this is easier to do. We'll just go ahead and press this and turn the Wi-Fi on.
Wi-Fi enabled.
All right, the Wi-Fi is enabled. Now we're going to go to the app and connect to the dash cam. So it'll ask us to join the Wi-Fi. We'll go ahead and join it.
Wi-Fi connected.
Now we're connected and we can enter the dash cam. There we go. Okay, so you've got some buttons across the top. The first one is for a grid for the dash cam that you can turn on and off. The second button here is to rotate between cameras if you have multiple cameras. This button is to turn voice commands on and off, and this button is for going into your settings. This button down here, you can access all your recordings. This button here, you can start and stop recording, and then this button here, you can take a screenshot. This button here is to rotate it into horizontal view, which you can do there. In settings, when you go into settings, it's going to stop recording, and then you've got all your different settings here.
So, what's parking mode?
Parking mode is, so you can do parking recording, which will keep the camera on when you're parked with the vehicle off. And you can choose whether it turns the GPS on or off to save battery. And you can set up a timer for how long it records. You can also set it so it has sensitivity for motion detection, or for any G-forces. If somebody hits the car or something like that, you can it'll start recording automatically. Most of the settings are pretty self-explanatory. You've got video resolution and the bit rate. You've got timestamps, time-lapse recording, different things like that. This is your Wi-Fi setup. Right here's the Bluetooth button functions, and the two buttons that are on the left, you can change them to other functions if you want. The big button in the center is still to protect the recording so it doesn't get overwritten in case of some type of incident. This option here is your speed units, either miles per hour or kilometers per hour. Screensaver, I went ahead and turned mine off. The screensaver, what it does is it'll turn off the screen on the dash cam after a certain amount of time. I just went ahead and turned mine off so that it stays on all the time. Format right here is for formatting the SD card. You shouldn't need to do that. So the SD card should already be pre-formatted. If it isn't, then you would need to do that before you first use it. That's pretty much it for the settings.
Recording started.
Now you can go over here and go into your recordings, which will again stop the current recording. And these right here are all of your videos. If you have any locked files right here, you'll see them there. You got 2 locked files here. So if you've taken any screenshots, they'll be here, and if you have any files from when you were parked, they'll be right here. You can go through here and see all of your recordings. All right. Well, let's drive around a little bit and test this out. Let's go. All right, so as you can see, we have the dash cam pulled up on our smartphone. But as you can see, the image is crystal clear, very good resolution and clarity. I think, especially at nighttime, I think you can actually see through the camera better than you can out the windshield. It really picks up at night very well and lightens up the image. Okay, on the display screen of the dash cam, at the top left, you'll notice the little movie camera icon, and next to that, the red light blinking. That indicates that it is recording. Moving towards the right, you'll see the green microphone icon, which indicates that that voice input is active. It's listening for your voice. Right next to that's the Wi-Fi icon, which means the Wi-Fi is connected to your phone. And then to the right of that is how long it's been recording for. Directly below that is the video resolution, which is 4K, 30 frames per second. The little green icon directly below the resolution is your GPS signal. Bottom right, the green is your miles per hour. The far bottom right is the SD card icon to indicate that there's an SD card in the dash cam. And then on the bottom left, you have the date and time stamp. I've got to say, I'm really impressed with the clarity of the video. It's really good quality. Okay, so it's fully dark out now, and we're testing out the capabilities of it at night. And it looks pretty good. You can see here on the app, you can see pretty clearly. The picture's pretty sharp and clear. Looks great. I'm really impressed with the quality of the nighttime video. Like I said, you can just about see more clear on the video than you can looking out the windshield. Let's try the screenshot mode. See how the pictures come out. We'll take one there. We'll take one there. See how they look at night. All right, so one of the things I neglected to mention, VIOFO does have a anti-glare polarizing lens that goes over the camera. And what that does is that prevents glare like we just saw in that screenshot. But this is it right here. We'll go ahead and install it on there now. So we'll go ahead and put it on here. I believe it goes on there like this. There. All right, now let's go ahead and install it.
Recording started.
All right, well, it's installed and it looks good. That should really cut down on the glare at nighttime. Okay, well, that's going to do it. I've got to say that I am highly impressed with this dash cam. The A119M Pro is their entry-level camera, and it's just fabulous. It works great. Image quality is great. The video is real crisp and clear, not laggy at all, and overall just a very high quality image from this camera. It's got some great features like the ability to record while it's parked, the Wi-Fi to make it easy to transfer video and pictures. So as I said, overall, I'm just highly pleased with it, and definitely highly recommend this dash cam. We'll definitely be using this dash cam to record video for our Will It Drive videos on our vehicles. We should be able to get some really good shots with it. The folks over at VIOFO have been great working with us. They're very responsive to my messages, very helpful. I can't recommend them enough. They're a great company, and they make a great product. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Like I said, I highly recommend this camera. I think it's great and has more than enough features for the average user, and it's a really great product. I'll go ahead and put a link to the product in the description below, as well as the accessories that we received, so y'all can check it out. All right, well, we hope you enjoyed this video, and we hope y'all try out the A119M Pro Dashcam. It's definitely worth the money. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.